All right, let's talk about finding winning ad campaigns and something I like to call the shotgun approach, okay? The shotgun approach really has to do with firing out a ton of ads all at the same time on a ton of different things. Kind of like a shotgun explodes like that versus like a rifles in and lasers in. A shotgun kind of just it's like throwing mud on the wall to see what sticks, okay? So that's kind of what this model is like, throwing a pile of mud on the wall and seeing what sticks. So what you might do, for instance, is, I'll give you a few examples. Let's start with t-shirts. If instead of just focusing on one t-shirt design that you think is really good and then really focusing hard on that, that doesn't usually always work. That t-shirt design might do well and it might not. But if it doesn't do well, you just lost money. What I prefer to do is get like 10 different t-shirts in 10 different niches, and I'll run ads to all of them. I'll launch them all one day, run ads to all of them simultaneously on small budgets, okay, and just kind of see what initial impression I get back. And here's why that's so important. I've had situations where I've run 10 different shirts, and literally there was one shirt where I only spent $5 and sold like 7 of them. Okay, that's happened. I know for some of you watching right now that are a little bit advanced and you've sold a lot of products, you know that happens. You know, there's sometimes crazy, you launch a campaign and you've only spent $2 of your campaign budget and you've already started selling shirts. So you're going, man, I know this one's going to be a good one, right? That happens. That's more likely to happen if you shotgun it. If you don't worry about just what you think, if you shotgun about 10 different ads or 20 different ads, and then you can actually run them for a day or two and look at the numbers, and suddenly you'll be able to see, man, one of these ads is really taking off. So you pause the rest of them and you focus on whichever ones are actually really taking off. Now, you have lost a little bit of money. With the shotgun approach, you're pretty much guaranteeing to lose money, okay? But that's not a bad thing. The shotgun approach, basically, let's say you have 10 ads and 2 of them are successful after a couple days, that means you've lost money on 8 of them. Okay, or maybe it was a wash on a couple of them, but you've lost money. So with this approach, you're guaranteed to lose money. But the thing is, it's so much easier to identify your winners like this. With 10 different ads running, 1 of them might be a winner, 2 of them might be a winner, and now you pause everything and you scale up, and suddenly, just a day or 2 later, you're profitable across the board. Your total profits are much higher, and those 2 campaigns are very profitable. Now, you wouldn't have found those if you were placing ads one at a time. You would have lost 8 times in a row or 9 times in a row. You would have had 9 losing campaigns in a row in order to find that 10th. So what happens is most people are not good at dealing with failure. You have 1 losing campaign, and let's say you give it a couple days, right? You have 1 losing campaign. And then 3 days later, another losing campaign. 3 days later, another losing campaign. So if you have 10 losing campaigns, that took you a whole month. If it's been a whole month of your time and all you've done is lost money, chances are you're probably going to quit. Now, I don't know how good you deal with failure, but most people are going to quit, and most people are going to say, I don't get it. I don't understand how these people are so successful selling t-shirts. Well, this is the shotgun approach. The shotgun approach is, instead of waiting 30 days and seeing ad after ad after ad fail, what I like to do is I like to just put out those 10 ads right off the bat and give them, focus on getting each one going, and then small budgets, like literally $5 or $10 a day budgets. And then after a day or 2, I'll go in there and I'll look at the metrics, and I'll pause anything that's not converting and not selling, and I'll scale up the winners. Now, you might do 10 and maybe none of them work. If none of your ads are selling, then what you need to do is you need to go back in the interviews. You need to focus on probably design and ad copy and making sure that you're targeting a passionate niche and making sure you're not targeting something that's super saturated. Get creative and probably try a new set of designs, or maybe even run your designs past people and go, would you buy this shirt? Or here's a good rule of thumb, like, would you wear the shirt yourself in public? And not just because you're profiting on it. Of course you'd wear it because you're profiting. I mean, literally, if you saw that in a store, would you pay 20 or 30 bucks for it yourself and add it to your collection? If the quality's good and you'd buy it yourself and people are saying your design's good, then it's probably your ad copy. But the bottom line is, really where most people fail is that they go with the rifle technique and they do 1 ad at a time when they should be doing 10 ads, shotgun approach, or 20 ads, shotgun approach. After a couple days, you're going to be at a loss with several of these losers, but you pause them all, and then it's just a growing, winning campaign from that point on. That's what I do, and that's what I've seen a lot of super successful people do, and that's what I wanted to share with you. The shotgun approach to being able to find winning campaigns a lot easier, and to me, it's a much more profitable strategy. I hope you've enjoyed the module.